lights dim low, voices crackling through the glow. James and Dan, they're on the line. Waves of sound cut through the grind. Hump Day Happy Hour rolling wide. Signals screaming through the sky. Parks on the air, we're here to shout. Turn it up and drown the doubt. Woo! Mountains echo, lakes reply. A rebel's anthem, tear in the sky. A call to the wild, a scream in the night. James and Dan, they keep it tight. Hump Day Happy Hour rolling wide. Signals screaming through the sky. Hearts on the air, we're here to shout. Turn it up and drown the doubt. Echo, lakes reply. A rebel's anthem, tear in the sky. A call to the wild, a scream in the night. James and Dan, they keep it tight. Hump Day Happy Hour rolling wide. Signals screaming through the sky. Hearts on the air, we're here to shout. Turn it up and drown the doubt. Steel strings humming, worn out hands. Rhythm pounds like shifting sands. Broadcast live through the wild unknown. And radio's heart has found its throne. Hump Day Happy Hour rolling wide. Signals screaming through the sky. Hearts on the air, we're here to shout. Turn it up and drown the doubt.
What is up, Ham Radio? Kilo Echo 8 Papa Zulu November, the Ham Radio Adventure Guy. Thanks for stopping by. Your one stop for everything Adventure Radio. It is Hump Day. Time for the Hump Day Happy Hour. Going to have a great show tonight. But before we do, we're going to start off by thanking these guys. These guys right here are absolutely awesome. And I tell you what, I'm on my way to see a whole bunch of them, and I can't wait to do it. It's going to be a really great time in Huntsville, and they're absolutely awesome. Also, we want to thank the YouTube members. Equally important, they are green in the chat or blue if they're administrators, and hopefully a bunch of them will be there as well. And then the ever-changing board, but has no changes, the Adventure Club. Thank you guys, each and every one of you. You guys are absolutely awesome, and we appreciate it. Hold on. 1 second. I got something I got to look at here.
James is roughing it tonight, guys. He's in a motel or a hotel. We haven't decided yet. Maybe it's a ho motel. Maybe it's a mo hotel. We haven't decided, but he's roughing it tonight. So
we're going to talk about it tonight on Ham Radio and POTA traveling reviews. So
there you go.
We're going to start off. We're going to start off with the celebration dinner, and we'll talk about why we're celebrating here in a minute. But the celebration dinner, we went to Jim. I'm pretty sure it was called Jimmy and Brian's. It was definitely called Jimmy and something, and I think it was with a B. But Jimmy and Brian's barbecue. And I looked at the prices, and I'm like, they're pretty proud of their food. It better be good. And I'm going to tell you, it was really, really good. Now, the woman who took my order, first off, you guys have seen me. She asked me if I wanted my brisket trimmed or marbled. Why is that even a question? We know I want my stuff marbled. But we got our food, and they must have known that I was the king. They must have, because they brought me. They had these little sweet cornbread rolls, and they brought me 4 of them and set a plate of 4 down in front of me, and they brought Terry a plate of 2. So they must have known that I was the king. But their brisket was on point. It's not going to compete with Daddy this weekend, but I was getting primed up. Their mac and cheese almost competes with my own. And those cornbread rolls, I ate my 4 and 1 of Terry's 2.
Man. That sounds good. Thank you so much, Chris, for the thank you, Chris, for the $2 super chat. He's sending taxes in for Turd and for TRD. He was on 7193. If anybody wants to go pick him up real fast.
There we go, Turd 7193. Thank you for the super chat, Chris. And thank you for mysteriously being on bands and making contacts when people ain't spotted. Some people know me too well. But anyway, so then we go looking for rooms. We're driving and we're looking for rooms, and every time a place would say it's this price, we'd go there and it's an extra $100 more. And I mean, it was like crazy as pulling nails to get a room. And we finally found a room that negotiated with us. I should have known if they were negotiating that we're messing up. I should have also known that if their office was in a Mexican restaurant, that is probably not the place to go.
Free tacos for breakfast.
The Days Inn in Lenore City, Tennessee. Don't go there. Number one, their internet won't even run my computer at all. That's why I'm streaming from my phone and can't see none of the chat. Number 2, I touched the headboard and it fell to the ground.
Oh, this is great.
It's going to get a negative 10 stars for the POTA Raving Rover reviewer.
Welcome to Hump Day Happy Hour. This is the hotel review episode on the road to Huntsville. That was an awesome intro. Let me run down here and see who's here real fast. Episode 208 is where we're at today. James is roughing it with Uncle Terry, Kilo 8 Golf Quebec. They did an activation today, and James will talk about that here in just a little bit. It was a special activation, and we're proud of him for an accomplishment. I'm sure he'll mention it here in a bit. But first in the chat, Daryl, what's up going on? KO4SSH. He says he is here. Awesome. Kent, Kilo 9 Alpha Echo Echo. What's going on, buddy? Alpha Echo 4 X-Ray Oscar. Georgia Parks and Propagation. It's our buddy Ron Chris. John, Kilo 8 November India Victor. What's up, man? Kenny, KC5 MJE. Welcome on this beautiful Wednesday. Michael and Mary are here. Kilo Echo 4 Eastern Standard Time and Kilo 4 Alpha. Good to see you. Gene McPhee from Killeen, Texas, N3XUS. Always good to see you, buddy. Kilo Oscar 4 November Lima. We just talked about him and his awesome brisket. Hopefully see you there in Huntsville. And yes, we will be having banana bread. We are making it tonight. My house smells delicious. Ronnie's here. Kilo Oscar 4 Zulu Romeo X-Ray. Always good to see you, buddy. Martini's here. The banana bread maker herself, Juliet. Mike. Reed AB8AS. Hello. Larry Bingham from Ohio. Always good to see you. Scrolling down. My Toy Ostrich is here. Hopefully you're feeling better, my friend. Chris K3MTO. What's going on? Liz and fam is here. That's Romeo Whiskey Echo 8 Romeo. She is here. Always good to see you. Frequency Frontiers. Hello. Pete Knapp, the 1 milliwatt wonder from West by God, Virginia. KN8PPY. Josh Keeler 4 Lemur India is in the building. Jason Keiki 4 GPT. Hello. David Ellison is here. What's up? Hey, it could be a Ho Motel or a Mo Hotel. We haven't figured that out yet, but I'm sure we'll hear some more about it. KE6GAE, the Hillbilly Ham. What's going on, buddy? Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie. Hello, hello. The sidewalk has arrived. Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Victor Donut. Always good to see you. And taxes from Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie. Thank you so much for the super chat, and the super chat from Eddie, Kilo Oscar 4, November, love. Thanks. Thank the Lord for Uncle T. That's right. So, yeah,
absolutely. And
travel.
It's good to see. It's good to see that Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie's out doing late shifts, because if he wants to go out and do one tomorrow night, I hear the King might be in town. So
there you go. Yes, sir.
Terry might look his Jared and be asleep. I don't know, but the King will be in town.
Did you mention? All right. So Terry's headboard is taller than yours.
Yes, now because when I touched mine, it didn't fall didn't fall like flat on the ground. It just fell down like behind the bed almost.
Hey, good evening, Larry. Victor Echo 3, Lima Bravo, India. Good to see you, buddy.
Evidently, there's been some headboard abuse in this room.
Yeah, well, I guess we figured out if it's a Mo Hotel or a Ho Motel then, haven't we?
Yeah. Hey, it is what it is. I have stayed in much worse. I told Terry we'd camp on the way down here, and Terry said, "I think I want some air conditioning." So
there was air conditioning in the car.
You can't teach old dogs new tricks.
Actually, speaking of primitive camping, sleeping in your car, K8MRD, our buddy Mike put out a video today of where he's staying at Monsanto. Is beautiful. He has a huge primitive camping spot there, and he's roughing it in the back of an Explorer with a mattress and everything. It looks pretty damn comfortable to me. Ain't no problem with that. Got AC if you need it. Hey.
And shout out to him, because he offered me a spot to park there tomorrow, if that's what we wanted to do tomorrow as well.
Sweet.
Because we don't get into our until Friday at Huntsville, but I got stuff I got to do. I can't just sit around and do things. Starting with today's activation, it was a special activation. And first off, I got to give you some backstory. So my favorite cousin absolutely loves when I do Panther State Forest and Panther Wildlife Management. Them are her favorite parks. They're right up there with Tomlin. I mean, she loves them. Like, she has to make it a point to hunt me every time there, because she loves them so much. And she hates it because I hardly ever go there. But just for her, I decided that this special activation today was going to be at Panther Creek State Park. So we kept the Panther in the name, and I'm sure she was happy. She didn't make the contact there, but I'm sure she was happy when she seen it.
She was.
No, we and go ahead.
I said she was happy. I said, you'll never guess where he activated in Tennessee. And she goes, where? And I showed her the picture of the sign that Terry posted. I said, Panther. She's like, no way.
That's great. But yeah, we went out to do the activation today, and it was a special activation. Today was my 1,000th unique park activation. So 1,000 unique parks. It kind of sucks, because I could have had the 1,000 several weeks ago, but I wanted something that was actually a decent park to activate at. I've got some wilderness areas that's close to me that I can get and stuff, but I wanted something that was really good. And this one actually ended up being a really nice park. A really superbly nice park. And I got some good B-roll footage there to show during the activation video. And it should be a pretty good video for sure.
The You know, the most impressive thing about your activation is you got Kilo 8 Golf Quebec in your log, and he only had to call one time.
Well, I know. He still called twice. It's funny too. It's funny too because at the very end, when I was done, Stephen had texted me and asked me. He's like, "Listen, I had Dad doing a project and he's freaking out. He wants to get in your log. Is there any way you can do CW?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll go over there just for you and do CW real quick." I was like, "But it'll be two of us. It'll be me and Terry because I don't want to edit the log and edit you guys out for his log."
There you go.
So so they got out to the vehicle and I got them, but I also got, and you know, I never told anybody. It wasn't in Discord. We were talking over text. I also got X-Ray Oscar, who was just sitting there waiting, like he knew I was going to be there. Yeah, so I got him. But then I did go to CW and 20-meter sideband and do another activation with another call. I forgot. I ain't even announced that yet. So it happened. There was another activation there. People can figure it out when they figure it out.
I see. Gene McPhee said headboards are overrated. You don't need headboards in a tent. You know, there's no headboards in a tent, so you don't got to worry about that. And November Lima, buddy, November Lover says, Uncle Terry needs some screen time on this beautiful Hump Day Happy Hour. We need a cameo.
I'm way more concerned about the lack of internet than I am the headboard.
That's true.
You know, the headboard don't bother me at all. He's over there. He's sitting on his donut. You know, them things that you sit on when your butt gets sore, and he's taking his Geritol milkshake, and I think that might be hemorrhoid cream that he's rubbing on his face. I'm not sure. So.
Oh, it's going to be a fun weekend, guys. We are on the road to Huntsville. Well, I'm not yet. I'm leaving early Friday morning. I'll get up there Friday around lunchtime, a little bit before. James and Terry are already on the way. They will be there tomorrow. So if you're already in Monsanto, hit James up. He'll be there tomorrow. Maybe you can do an activation or 2 or 3 or 4.
Yeah, we're in between right now. We're in between Knoxville and Chattanooga, somewhere in between there.
Not too god awful far away from home. You know,
we're 5 hours from the house.
Yeah. Sandy, good to see you. Kilo Oscar 4. Oscar. Welcome.
We got a little, like barely under 3 hours tomorrow morning to get to Huntsville.
Oh yeah.
Of course, 3 hours with POTA stops. So 20 hours.
Are you going to drive? All right. So the direction you're coming in, are you going to drive through Huntsville and then go to Buc-ee's and then double back to the park? Because isn't Buc-ee's? I believe Buc-ee's is on the west side of Huntsville, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm not entirely sure.
Well, I'll be coming down the west side.
Oh.
So I'm not sure how far we go down that way.
There you go.
I'll be coming. I'll be coming down the east side. I normally come down the west side. That's what it is. So yeah, the Buc-ee's is on the west, but it seems like I seen a sign that there was one over here on this side too, but I don't think I'm going quite that far down.
Well, you got to get your nanner pudding and your fudge.
I'm sure it'll happen. I'm just happy that I can activate any park I want to tomorrow. New to me or not, you know, I can do a wildlife management area if I want. I can do, if it's raining, I can do a 891 and a hamstick in Terry's car activation. So
yeah, so it's all right. So Eddie just brought up a good point, and I don't mean to keep interrupting you. The lag between us because of your awesome hotel internet. It's kind of messing with it. Eddie said it's only 7 hours for him, but the whole way he has to smell brisket in Boston, but that would be just totally. That's torture. That's torture. They do that kind of stuff in Guantanamo Bay. That is nuts.
Listen, you're really going to complain about driving 7 hours smelling Boston butt when I'm doing a total of 8 hours smelling Geritol butt.
I was about to say smelling Terry's butt.
And Old Spice. He said an Old Spice.
Yeah. That's a great combination.
Yeah. In case you guys are meeting Terry for the first time in Huntsville, all you got to do is walk around Huntsville and take a big whiff and try to pick out the smell of Old Spice and Shane. That'll be where you'll find Terry.
And also, if you can't find him in the park, you might want to get around and drive outside of the park in the neighborhoods, because he might be trying to find somebody mowing the grass.
Well, he could have stayed in West Virginia and watched Sherry do that. It's kind of great though, because funny story, Terry's got to be out activating with me today in another state, and he got to hear how loud Sherry is when she hunts.
He was loud here.
He's like, my goodness, she was loud.
I think he actually said something like, "You're the strongest signal I've heard all day," or something like that. Yeah.
He did say that.
But yeah, man, that is so awesome, dude. 1,000 unique parks. That is I doubt I'll ever get there. I mean, that is awesome, dude.
Yeah, no time to stop now.
Yeah, you might as well go for 2,000.
No time to. I might as well. I've already been starting to think about next year, what I want my goals to be for next year a little bit. That just light ideals. Not 100% sure. I know I need not to put anything that would involve money, because you can never determine the money situation.
Yeah.
That's why I'm sweating the 6 new states this year. Because for me to get 6 new states, they're pretty far for me, but we're going to work.
Eddie says he's just closing in on 1,000 activations total. So 1,000 unique parks is crazy.
Yeah,
I wonder who in POTA. I'm going to look up some stats in POTA to figure out where on
there's plenty of people.
Yeah, but I want to know, because it's not a very common thing.
Oh yeah, there's more than you think that has 1,000 parks.
Yeah, there's exactly 10.
Yeah,
you were number 10. So, actually,
that's what I thought. I thought it would put me in 10th overall spot.
And the people that are above you have been around for a long time. Yeah. That's awesome. Hey, it's time to catch up with your big sis again. She's at 1569 right now.
That's the stat that it's. I've told her I don't know if I'll ever catch her at, because there's no just like Terry's like, you always leave so early for these shows. I said, could be worse. You could be driving my big sis around. You'd have had to have 2 late.
I've come to the realization that Carrie and Ray going to and from Hamfest, they plot their parks out, and I haven't done this yet, but I think I'm going to draw on a map the order of parks they activate. It'll probably spell out her call sign or something. Wouldn't that be cool?
It might. They do some weird stuff. Like their trips are absolutely crazy.
Or it'll spell out, like PZN sucks. That would be great.
It could,
Oh, I love me some Carrie.
I did Hunter today on from the mobile. Got in the log, so while she was activating, got in a couple of logs while I was driving. Ain't nothing to do but hunt when I'm riding Terry, it's
Well,
it's it's either hunt POTA stations or fuss about his and Sherry's driving. So I just figured
yeah.
I'd hunt.
Well, it's either hunt POTA stations and keep your mind occupied, sleep, or you have to actually pay attention to what he's doing and act like you have a brake pedal on the passenger side. That is true. Any roundabouts on the way so far? No, I think he froze on us. Oh, there he is.
Round-
I think you said no roundabouts, but your internet's kind of cutting in and out. It almost sounds like you're at Eddie's house using his internet. You remember back in the day in the after chats, we used to all hang out and Eddie would be cutting in and out sometimes. There, you're back now.
Yep. The good news for you who watching it live is if I'm cutting out extremely bad, this will be one of the ones I'll rewatch. If it's cutting out extremely bad, it'll turn into a members only video where only YouTube members can watch it, and people who didn't watch it live misses out. But they'll have until I get back home. So,
hey, you have an invitation here down to Melbourne. Sandy, our friend down in Florida, Kilo Oscar 4, Oscar, invite you down there to you and Sherry to stay at her house. You can visit your mom and go to the Melbourne Hamfest in October.
Yeah. In October. Yeah, that probably won't happen in October. I doubt I can pull a Florida trip off in October. But we'll see. We'll see. You never know about
October. Gene, there's tons of places to find POTA maps. You can use the map that's on the POTA website itself. You can just click the maps. There's others that show you, some of them show you outlines of parks, different sites that people have made. There's a couple that show you pins that of parks that you've activated, that you haven't activated, that you've hunted, that you haven't hunted. There's a ton of them. I don't know if anybody besides moderators can post links in YouTube. It'll probably flag it as spam. But if anybody has those answers for Gene, post links to all the different POTA mapping sites. Post them in our Discord, maybe in the POTA chat channel. And let's get that information.
Gene,
I know there's a bunch of them, and there's a bunch of them that I probably don't know about. So post what you got in POTA chat
Gene,
over on our Discord.
If you'll send me a Discord message, Gene, when I get to a place with better internet tomorrow, I will get on there. And I've been using one that's really cool because you can actually make the parks that you've activated disappear from it.
Yeah.
Which is really good when you're trying to get your new parks and stuff.
I'm going to be going by a lot of new to me parks on the way to Huntsville, but just like the last 2 years, I drive right by them because I don't want to turn a 6-hour trip into a 14-hour trip, because that's the way POTA goes. You know it. You're going an hour down the road and it takes you 4 hours to get there.
Yeah, I mean, we passed a lot of parks today. I've been to Huntsville plenty of times, and not only that, but I've been down these roads many a times, and most of them I've already activated. So, we were trying to get down this way, and the thing is when I cut off of 26 and started going this way, I don't remember ever coming across there. I have, but I don't remember doing it. Speaking of activations at Montesano, I learned something today. Thank you, Brian, Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie. He educated me on SOTA, Summits on the Air. The activations for SOTA are 1 calendar year, not from the time you activate to the same time next year. So you can activate it on December 31st and then turn around on January 1st. That's what it says on our website. It says calendar year. Well, I'm telling you, it won't work.
That is interesting. I'm going to try it and see. I'm gonna try it like Saturday.
Yeah,
Because it does say
I'm going to tell you
calendar.
what you. I'm going to tell you you won't get points for it because I've done it.
But all right, so you might all right. If it ends up not working for some reason, you don't get activation credit for it, but your hunters still get credit, right?
Hunters do get credit, yes.
Oh, that's fine with me. That's fine with me. I mean, if that's the case, if I lived up there, I'd activate it all the damn time in SOTA just so hunters can get credit. I don't care if I get credit or not. There you go. Actually, he said it. All right, so Brian just said it was confirmed by Kilo 4 Hotel November Hotel, who is a SOTA coordinator. Calendar year.
All right, well then maybe they've changed
all.
it. I didn't get points when I did.
I'll be able to verify that on if I do it Friday or Saturday because my rollover date would be Monday. So we'll see.
I'll definitely be doing it this year. Tomorrow, actually, I'll do it because I if it's calendar year, it ain't gonna matter anyway. But
if we hunt you on SOTA, does that count towards the PZN challenge?
Yeah, because it's a POTA park and it'll go in my POTA log anyway.
I mean, even say if it was not a POTA park, would it still count towards the PZN challenge, just SOTA only? I think it should.
I've never been activated. But yeah, because it's me activating.
That's
so
awesome.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess I guess if I was activating a McDonald's on FT8, I guess it would count because I'm activating.
Let me get a double cheeseburger and a side of your -13.
Yeah, that's interesting because if that's the case, I got a lot of summits that I can do again.
Yeah, well, that makes it I can do Monsanto every single year, which is awesome.
But that's why I didn't get it 1 year in Monsanto because it hadn't been a year, and that's what they told me when I sent in the information about it.
Yeah, the way I look at it too, that's the
year.
only summit. Yeah, I mean that's the only summit I do. So if it turns out by some weird thing that Brian and the SOTA coordinator were wrong, even if I don't get activated credit for it, I'm still going to do it so the hunters will get credit for it.
I'm sure the SOTA coordinator is not going to be wrong about it.
Yeah,
but I know it used to be that. But rules do change.
that is right.
I'm surprised you guys found anything on their webpage.
It's a convoluted mess, ain't it? Oh my goodness.
Their webpage is garbage. It's not as bad as Beaches on the Air.
Yeah. Who in the chat is going to Huntsville this weekend? And like put a 1 or say me or say hallelujah or raise your hand or just put something in the chat if you're going to Huntsville this weekend so we can keep an eye out for you. Friday, starting at Kyle will be there about 9:30 is starting to set up the cook. Alpha 0 Zulu. And lunch is probably going to be, forget what time he said, but I'm going to say maybe between 11 and 12. And I'll probably get up there about maybe 11 or 12. So that's at the Scoble. What do they call it? Why am I losing my words here? The Scoble Pavilion. I couldn't remember the word of the shelter. And it's basically the biggest one there. I mean, it's hard to miss. And a lot of the YouTubers will be there to you want to meet and greet. If you're looking for some stuff, there's rumor floating about that one of our buddies who runs a small little YouTube channel here is going to be giving away a lot of crap that he no longer needs. So if you're in the market for maybe a cheap little HT or maybe 100 amp hour batteries, might want to be there Friday and find the guy that wants to get rid of some wares for free. that he's not using anymore. And donate $1 or $2 to Kyle to help offset the cost of the food. And every single cent after the food costs are paid for, Kyle writes a check to the ARRL Teachers Institute, which is a very good cause to help promote amateur radio, get it in the school system, STEM programs, and things like that. Let's see, what else are we going to be doing? Hanging out Friday night, probably hanging out at the cabin. Saturday, the Hamfest. Sunday, the Hamfest. Saturday night, cabin. Sunday night, cabin. And check the forum schedules as well. I haven't checked the schedule, so I don't know exactly where it is. Maybe, James, you know by now when your forum is. James is going to be giving a talk on POTA. I believe it's on Sunday. And I believe it's right after
Sunday.
Go ahead.
It's Sunday at noon.
Yeah, so it's Sunday right after the YouTubers forum then, because the YouTubers forum starts 10, 9, 10, something like that. I forget, on Sunday. So
yeah, they're 10 to 12, and I'm 12 to 1.
There you go. And 9 VFR is going to be there. Yeah. Dave is always there. I got to get on him because he broke POTA the other day. Yeah. Ronnie's on the way there now. Kilo Oscar 4, Zulu, Romeo X-Ray, Eastern Standard Time, and Alpha are going to be there. Dennis will be there. Reed, always good to see Dennis and Reed. Frequency Frontiers is already there. Awesome. We'll see you there. And yeah, November Lova obviously could be there. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun this weekend. A lot of fun.
I'll have the chicken. Terry says he'll have the chicken.
I'll have the chicken.
He'll have the chicken.
Yes, sir.
I listen. You know how when I'm doing a pile up and people want to ask me some dumb question for no reason.
No.
I think that's what I'm going to start doing when I'm running a pile up and they be like, "Hey, what antenna are you running?" I think I'm going to say, "I'll have the chicken. Yours, Ed."
I was looking back at a video the other day because I was trying to get an episode number for one of our live streams, and I watched a little bit of it. Normally, I don't watch my own videos that much, and I noticed I got a habit of sitting like this, and I'm surprised nobody's mentioned it yet because the first thing I thought when I was sitting like this is I got that Larry King vibe. You know how I always sat and his shoulders were up and he always sat kind of hunched down. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why. I just always end up like that. Oh man.
It could be worse. You could have an Oprah Winfrey vibe.
But that would be worse. Yeah, you're right about that.
I will tell you something. Speaking of people saying stuff to me during the activations, I'll tell you something that is pretty cool. I can't read that, so.
Eddie says he's doing pictures at the cabin 10 p.m. until on Friday night. Anyone interested, please message me on Discord if you have a special request.
All I'm gonna say is what you agreed to do 2 years ago, Eddie, at the cabin. I want pictures.
Yes, I don't know if he remembers that actually, but we do.
Probably. But yeah, I've noticed here lately that people during my activations have been talking satellite stuff to me. So it's starting to catch on that I'm doing the satellites now, because I've had 2 people in the last week bring up satellite stuff in the middle of the activation. So it's pretty cool.
Is that just as annoying as somebody asking you how many radials you got?
No, not right now because it's new to me. It's pretty cool
Yeah.
that people's noticing that I'm doing it. 3 months from now, yeah, it will be. But yeah, it's definitely cool. Eddie, what day are you and Robbie coming up?
I'm sure he'll be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Monday?
Chris said along with the pictures, it's a BYOB, which means bring your own barbecue sauce.
Yeah, don't get none of Terry's. I'm pre-warning.
Friday morning, Eddie will be up there. So, oh, you must be, man. If you're going to get up there Friday morning, you must be leaving about midnight. Holy crap, man. We're going to roll out of here whenever. I mean, anywhere between maybe 4 or 6. It all depends on when we really want to get out. We'll probably get up there 11, 12, 1, something like that. I mean, I'm not in any rush.
So the cool thing is the whole trip on the way down, it was doing the rain. And when we got about 20 minutes from the park, the skies become blue and it stopped raining and didn't rain again the rest of the day. So there was that. That was a blessing for sure.
Gene says I need I need suspenders for the Larry King look. I need to wear a collar. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wear a collared shirt and suspenders. Yes, sir.
To the pavilion on Friday.
Yeah, to the pavilion on Friday. Should I get the short suspenders so it kind of hikes my pants way up?
Absolutely.
Like Steve Urkel, you know. Did I do that?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
I already have my Friday attire planned out. That might have to be like Sunday attire or something. I don't know.
You know, I'm sure mine's laid out too. I just don't know what I picked.
That's the
But I know
problem
it's in
with,
the
you know,
suitcase.
that's the problem with 2-day Hamfest, man. You have all these cool shirts that you want to wear, but there's only 2 days, you know? We just might have to, I might have to just go back to the room and swap shirts every like 3 hours or something.
Well, you know, you're going to be out in the heat on Friday. You could probably do 3 shirts on Friday. That's what a normal POTA activation day in West Virginia is for me. About 3 shirts.
Well, hopefully the temperature is nice in the mountain and it gets the rain out of the system because it's been raining there a lot this week. So hopefully this weekend's clear.
Terry said it looks like it's storming there now. I don't know. Brian could probably tell us.
Yeah.
But I know it was a lot cooler here in Tennessee than in West Virginia. We're talking probably 20 to 25 degrees cooler. So I was exceptionally happy with that. For sure. And if you're joining late, the reason Dan's doing most of the talking is because my internet sucks.
Brian says it's very moist at Monsanto State Park right now. The sky is falling the moist.
Hey, Brian, as long as you get it out of the system tonight, because tomorrow morning till Monday afternoon, it must be dry.
That's right. It's gonna pour the rain, or as our buddy Josh said, it's gonna fall a flood.
I don't want none of those times where I have to go to the back part of a pavilion and huddle with like 50 people because we're all trying to stay dry in the pavilion and the wind is blowing so hard on top of us.
It's okay if you got to huddle with 50 people. Just make sure that Kilo 8 Golf Quebec is like in front of everybody else and not behind.
Well, it doesn't matter because he moves around smelling people. Uh,
It's going to be a.
yeah.
Said it before. It's going to be a fun weekend.
Hopefully, I get some more new parks on the way down tomorrow. I'm back. I'm
Yeah, you
back
got to
ready
work
to
towards
get new
2000.
parks. I got to start doing something because I've been slack on the unique parks for this year,
Yeah.
for sure.
Juliet Mike says you
The
smell
good
different
news
when you're awake.
the good news is, don't worry. Just because I'm on the road tomorrow, there's still a 4 o'clock video coming out.
That's
It's
right.
been scheduled, sitting in the queue for a week now. It will be popping out tomorrow, and I'll go ahead and tell you what it is. Tomorrow is a high-can QRP activation at Forks of the Cold, or as Julia's Mike would refer to it, Forks of the Panther.
Forks of the Panther. That's right. You know, you could do an entire video series of Tomlin and Panther and have them in its own playlists, and I can guarantee you who you'd be your number one watcher.
I could do acre by acre of Tomlin.
On this episode of Acre One. Oh, that would be great.
I mean, it would only take me like 12 years.
Yeah.
Activate it every day. There's a lot of places you can activate Tomlin. Although I really do want to go up there, like specifically schedule going up there when some satellite passes are going to be happening, because I really want to work satellites from up there.
You have a good view of the sky. I mean, obviously better than you do on your front lawn, probably, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would definitely be a whole lot better. I mean, there's still going to be some trees in the way, but not like having the mountains in the way at my house. So I look forward to trying it up there. That park today, when we was driving to get some of the B-roll and stuff like that, I found a much better place to activate than where we activated. Not that we had any issues. We wasn't wanting to stay there tremendously long, and I got plenty of contacts. So, but I found a much better place. If you ever get the chance to operate in Panther Creek State Park in Tennessee, I say do it. It's a really nice park. A lot of deer. Sidewalk sharing may need to stay out of that park. A lot of deer there.
Yeah, that's true. She doesn't have a very good track record with the deer.
And stop fussing at the video right now while you're driving.
She's not driving right now, is she? No, she should be home mowing grass or something.
Yeah, she's driving right now.
She's taking
her granddaughter home, so she has more time to mow the grass.
Mow the grass.
Oh, granddaughter. Yeah, she's taking her granddaughter home so she can mow her granddaughter's grass, and then coming back home, and she'll be using. She's got headlights on her lawnmower van.
I got headlights on mine too, but yeah, it's not a push mower.
But she won't cut grass in the evening when it's cool. She wants to do it at like noon and 1 o'clock when it's scalding. This funny story ever, and I think I mentioned this on Shenanigans, but we're gonna mention it again. She came home from the pool the other day because it was too hot to swim, and started cutting grass.
Yeah, sounds logical to me, right? Eddie, the whole house smells like banana bread, brother. If this was smell-o-vision, I would turn it on.
If this was smell-o-vision, I wouldn't turn it on because it smells like Old Spice and Shame in here.
Old Spice and Shame. Yeah.
He's over there like, is that stream almost over? It's 40 hours past my bedtime.
You should, when you leave, Terry, leave a bottle of Old Spice on the headboard for the next person.
Better leave it on your headboard. Don't want to drive mine towards the ground.
I use right.
So
Joseph Collins is back. Hello. Good to see you, buddy.
If the Days Inn people are watching this video and want to redeem yourself, I'm good on QRZ, and you can send 3 motel stays for a year to make up for this one.
There you go. Instead of buy me a pizza or buy me a coffee, it'll be buy me a motel.
Yeah. Like I said, I've never seen a motel office in a Mexican restaurant before.
That'll haggle with
And
you
this is a chain
on the prices.
They oh, absolutely. We haggled. We brought the price way down. But I still got burnt. Actually, Terry got burnt.
Oh man, that is great.
He don't care. He's in air conditioning and has a bed.
Victor Echo 3 Tango Hotel Radio and Victor Echo 3 Juliet Lima November.
Alpha.
Stroke Alpha, that's right. They're at a park right now. 7258 on 40 meter. Go check them out. Stroke Alpha and our Ice King of the North. 7258.
That definitely means he's just the king of ice.
Eddie says, just come to South Georgia. Plenty of motel offices and Mexican restaurants. As a matter of fact, Eddie has his spa offices in a Mexican restaurant. Bet y'all didn't know that. You can get a lovely massage and a taco all together in the same place. Matter of fact, you can get a lovely massage. You can get a lovely massage, taco, and beef on a stick in the same place. Go to Eddie's Spa. 1-800-555-1212.
And use the code Go Bulldogs when you walk in the door and get a discount.
That's right. That's right. Mommy noodles, mommy jeans.
Eddie come running from the back and give you a hug when you do it.
Mommy noodles, mommy jeans, mommy tight pants. Kyle Alpha 0 Zulu has just got to Monsanto State Park. He has arrived.
Kyle, Terry wants to know if you will have a skinny jeans competition with him on Friday.
Yes. You have to have a skinny jeans competition. Kyle, do you have any Old Spice by chance? Because that would probably make your score go up at least 30 points.
Karate.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. So
Anyway.
So at the hotel y'all are staying at, how much does it cost per hour to stay there?
I think it's 45 cents per hour.
Okay, I got you.
But the third charge is where they get you.
Yeah. Do they have a continental breakfast?
Yeah, it's enchiladas and
Huevos right.
That's great.
they're Shoney's down the street. I know Shoney's has breakfast bar. I'll tell you where we're going for breakfast.
Dude, I miss me some Shoney's breakfast bar. They don't have a Shoney's here anymore. The closest one is about 45 minutes to an hour away. I miss me some Shoney's breakfast bar now.
That was the one thing I was stoked when Terry drove by the parking lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Terry likes to do drive-by anywhere we go, you know. But I seen that Shoney. I'm like, well,
free dino nuggets. Free dino nuggets for breakfast. Alpha Charlie 4 Hotel India says, Old Spice, I'm bringing Aqua Velva. That is great. Oh my goodness.
Anyway, we are coming up on the top of the hour. Dan, what do you got coming up?
Man, we are on the road to Huntsville. James is halfway there. As I said, now he'll be there tomorrow. So hit him up if you're there a little bit early. Kyle just got there. I know K Murder is already there, and probably some other people too. We will be there Friday, mid to late morning, early afternoon, depending on when we leave, you know. But thanks so much for joining us. Hump Day Happy Hour, episode 208. And James, what do you got going on besides hoping the bed doesn't fall apart when you roll over tonight? Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. My internet's still here. You know, getting up in the morning and doing Shoney's breakfast bar, and then on the way to Huntsville, hopefully get a park or two in on the way down. Hopefully new ones to me since that 1,000 one is out of the way, and hopefully we'll get a couple more new ones on the way there. Since I haven't came into Huntsville from this direction before, I normally come from another direction. So hopefully we'll get some new parks. And tomorrow at 4, video drop, QRP hike in from Forks of the Cove. And Friday, I'll be at the pavilion and hopefully see everybody up there. I'll be on the air every day. Other than that, I'm going over to Happy Hour After Dark, which is a Patreon benefit. If you are not a Patreon, head over there right now and try it for free for 7 days. But the big kicker that nobody listens to, when you do that, please message me or Dan on Discord so we can get you the rights to go into the room. Because even though I'm sitting here pleading for you to message us so we can get you the rights, somebody's going to sign up tonight, not message us, and they won't go into the room because they don't have the rights to get in there, and we'll never know it, and then you'll never become a regular member. So make sure and message us, guys. Other than that, I look forward to seeing everybody this weekend. And if you're going to be there on Sunday and want to know some advanced photo tricks, come check out my forum.
Right.
73, everybody.
See you guys.